the Gforce Exodus pistol, or the RPX9. Comes in a case, comes with 2 generic magazines with no markings on them. Now, I've had no trouble with this gun, and it's another gun that, again, comes in under 3. And I think I got this from Sportsman's Warehouse. They had a sale, and I just, after paying the sales tax and that, it was, still under 3 C notes. Now this one here is, another Turkish Glock clone. I've never had issues with it, with the magazines that came with it. The only thing I don't like is the distance of the trigger guard. When I shoot this gun, you see where my trigger finger is, I have a tendency to rub the tip of my finger with this pistol. So I kind of don't like it. But, it functions. It's a low-cost gun. And also this gun, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with this gun as far as I'm concerned. Fire different types of ammo, no light strikes, no issues, no problems. Nothing really bad. Now, also, this is the pistol I had the most comments and complaints on. I had one individual say, I guess he was out competing with this. He bought this gun and went out and started shooting it. There were issues with the recoil spring. The gun was malfunctioning. There's all types of problems. Okay, another individual told me that they had one of these pistols, and when he first started firing it, it would kind of like hang up, like out of battery, and he would have to push the slide until he got about 500 rounds through, like in a break-in period. I remember doing that with polymer 80 builds because they weren't exactly a precision thing, but I didn't have that problem with this gun. Okay, now a young man just today asked me about a problem where his magazine doesn't lock in. And again, you have this mag well, and the magazines that come with it are unmarked. They go in, they lock. If you notice, that magazine goes below this thing, which if you take the screw out, you can remove this from the bottom of the frame. Now, if we take, and the guy's going, well, these magazines work in my Glock. Well, the Glock doesn't have this thing here. That magazine will come up flush to the bottom of the Glock frame, and no matter how wide this is, it doesn't matter because it's hanging out, like this. Okay? So we have a Glock mag. This is a 10 rounder. It'll go up, in, and locks. Well, no. There. You gotta give it a little push. What happens is, when the magazine goes up and we put it in there, let me show you so I can tell you, you got a issue with that. Right there, you see where that's flush? We'll push this up. Now it's raised up a little. That's not locked in all the way. When you push, then it snaps down, it'll lock in. But it's getting resistance on this rubber piece. This is a KCI magazine, which is pretty common. You put that in there and push whatever, it does not lock in. This is standing up, so well, it's still not locked in all the way, so this will probably fall out. It's not locked. Okay, and you can see it. So if you fired this gun, even though you got it in there, and that's still meeting resistance, if you fired this gun, the magazine would probably drop right out of it. So that's a problem with it. Now, people have mentioned to me that, you know, they've had the recoil spring mechanism get all screwed up, a lot of issues, the roughness in the functioning. I have not had that problem with this particular gun, but here's the thing, like when I reviewed the Turkish shotguns, just because I got a pistol made by that company and it does not do anything weird, doesn't mean that you can buy the gun that was made right after that and have a whole bunch of problems. So again, whenever buying these bargain basement guns, check on the warranty and check on customer service, okay? Go and look around on YouTube. Now, I have had several people contact me or send me messages about this particular gun and say that they had multiple issues. I did not. Okay, and again, it's a gun that's sub 3, all right? You could go with a dagger and spend another 50 and, you know, have something that isn't going to give you that crap. So, you know, the choice is yours. But, you know, if you snag a deal, it's just a matter of getting the correct mags. The magazines you have may not work. Or, instead of a 15 rounder, put a 17 rounder up in there. Okay? And that'll probably work. It'll stick out a little, but that problem will be gone. So, actually, to recommend this, I'm going to have to give it 50-50. I've had several people complain about these guns and have issues with them. Even though I didn't have it, like I said, the one thing is, you know, this wears on my trigger finger, where the other gun, the Daria, is more comfortable, and you'll know, you know, the trigger guard is larger. But for me, it functioned, it worked with the 2 magazines with it. So I can't say anything negative about it. And yes, magazines may not fit in there, so that's an issue. But other than that, for a budget gun, you know, I can't say not to buy it, or it's that problematic, at least for me, to where you wouldn't buy it. But it's another one to keep an eye out on. And this one, you know, you can get from Sportsman's Warehouse at that price when they're on sale. So you can go there and actually pick the damn thing up. And if the 2 magazines that come with it are okay, then you're in business. Okay? Alright. Thank you, and stay tuned.